Everyone, and welcome to the Jeunesse webinar for tonight, Tuesday night. We are excited and honored to have each and every one of you on the call. I know we've got people calling in and watching from all over the world tonight, so welcome to our friends who are not only in the United States, but literally all around the globe tonight, hearing about what we believe is the most compelling story in the history of this industry. And you're going to find out a little bit tonight about who is Jeunesse. You're going to find out about what we do. But the question that we get every day is how and why. Why is this movement taking off across the world? How is this happening? What is it about Jeunesse that makes us different than any other company on the face of the earth? And I can tell you, there's not a better woman to explain that to you tonight. She's been there literally since the very beginning. She is a veteran of 42 years in this industry, and I can tell you she understands it like a doctor knows medicine. And it's been an honor and privilege to be able to work with her and learn from her. And she's going to share with you tonight why people across the world are flocking to this incredible business that we call Jeunesse. So without any further ado, help me welcome to the webinar, Double Diamond, Ms. Teresa Gregory.
Well, thank you, Jason, and thank you for everyone across the world for listening. For we are Generation Young, and we're excited to share with you all about our company, the facts and trends, the solution to what's going on in the economy, some solutions here, the products, and our youth enhancement system, our wonderful compensation plan, and what your next step is to get involved. But today's facts, let's look at what's going on globally around the world. I do have an opportunity to travel to different nations, and right now 96% of the people are lying awake at night are worrying about health and finances. And this is according to a Lou Harris poll. This just isn't a U.S. issue. This is happening around the world. So people are finding it tough to make ends meet. There's widespread global downsizing. There's not security in jobs anymore. People are living paycheck to paycheck. Average household debt is increasing as cost of living is increasing. And moms and dads are spending less quality time with their children. And that's really a sad situation. So we need to get families back together and working together and spending time together. So on an average, people work 4 months a year just to pay their taxes. And most people are unhappy working 8 to 10 hours a day on someone else's dream. So I would venture to say to the people out there that I'm talking to, every one of you has a desire, a dream, or a vision. And I ask people, at the rate of what you're doing now, how long will it take you to obtain that dream, desire, or vision that's put within you? So are you working a plan to live a better life right now, or are you working somebody else's dream and plan? But out of 100 people who start working at the age of 25, by the age of 65, 1% will be considered wealthy. I can tell you the people between the next two categories, 1 to 4%, they have written goals. So 4% have adequate capital stowed away for retirement. You know, we hear everybody say in the bumper stickers out there, I am spending my children's inheritance. I'm having a ball. Well, you know, we're not supposed to do that, really. You know, there's a saying, there's a scripture that actually says we're to have an inheritance for our seed and our seed seed. And how many of us are working at that and are planning on leaving that legacy? So 3% will still be working. 63% are dependent on Social Security, friends, relatives, or charity. And, you know, I ask people, is that Social Security going to be there for each and every one of us? I've been in this industry 42 years, and I knew, 42 years of age, I knew Social Security wouldn't be there for us. I know that sounds crazy, but I remember telling everybody that at a very young age, and I knew I needed to get on a different path in life. So 29% are dead. So those are the statistics. So, but imagine if you could have better health, more money, more time, more freedom. An additional $500 to $3,000 a week. I ask across the country, I ask people in a room, I say, how many of you think $500 a month is much money? Most people keep their arms crossed and nobody raises their hand. And I ask you out there that don't think it's much money, then deduct it from your checkbook, because an extra $500 a week or a month, actually a month, can change people's lives. How would you like to be able to fire your boss and retire early? or have abundant good health with energy to burn. You know, we're created, they're saying now, to live to 120 to 150 and be healthy. Most people are starting that downward swing in their 60s, and they're thinking, oh, it's time to retire, but they haven't planned to live a longer life. So if we are living longer, how many people have financially planned to live well past their 60s? And then imagine if you could spend more time with your family, drive the car you want, travel and see the world. And I can say with Jeunesse, with our life, what we're doing, what is more exciting than traveling the world like we do and spending time with people that you enjoy, you desire to be around, and helping them to obtain their dreams, visions, and goals. So how about a lifestyle you can enjoy to the fullest and to reach your full potential? So are we in a global recession, or is your income directly related to your philosophy, not the economy? I can tell you there is not a recession in Jeunesse Global. And stay tuned tomorrow night for our Exec Connect, because you're going to hear some staggering numbers and some exciting announcements that's happening in the world of Jeunesse Global. So, you know, we are in a huge global trend. Home businesses and direct sales boom. 200 million people are expected to join the direct sales industry in the next decade. There's more growth in this industry in the next 10 years than the last 50 years. And if you follow our industry, about every 10 years a billion-dollar giant arises. If you follow that even since the 50s, you will see that the billion-dollar company arises and more millionaires are made in a down economic trend. And that's been since the 1950s. So right now, one out of every 5 homes in Asia and Africa opens a home-based business. 1 out of 6 homes in the U.S. operates a home-based business, and 1 out of every 8 homes in Australia operates a home-based business. So this is a global trend. You know, just ask yourself, where do you go in your 40s, 50s, and 60s and start over? Many people are starting over. Their companies aren't there. The retirement funds aren't there. The 401ks are dropping. And then where do you go when you're in college and you're coming out of college and there are no jobs out there? So networking is the fastest growing trend. Now let's look at some business leaders who endorse direct selling. Donald Trump, network marketing. In a world where job security isn't secure, create your plan B and turn it into your plan A. Robert Kiyosaki, I know many of you have read his materials. He is just a phenomenal entrepreneur. And he says it's what people want. It's a business model of the future, and it's possible for everyone to win. You know, when you hear about all these diamonds and the things that are happening to people's lives and the income and the life-altering testimonies that you hear, you have to look at them. Like he says, it's possible for everyone. So it's possible for everyone on this webinar tonight to win with Jeunesse Global. So Sir Richard Branson, you know, what an entrepreneur he is. And he says, if you don't take risk, you won't achieve anything. And I like to say, you know, the greatest risk in life is no risk at all. So that's why he started his own business. And to do things that you can be proud of and that you can leave with your family. Okay, let's look at this quote. If I would be given a chance to start all over again, I would choose network marketing. I wasn't sure, you know, that I really believed that. I thought, did Bill Gates really say that? And so we went to Google and we typed in that saying, and it said Bill Gates is the one that said that quote, that he would do it all over again. Okay, let's look at Warren Buffett. Cash on cash return. It's the best investment I have ever made. He has a financial interest in over a dozen network marketing companies. And, you know, that could be growing. That figure could have changed, but I know at one time that he did have a financial interest in those network marketing companies. So he's one of the most awesome business investors in the world today. So let's look at companies using direct sales network marketing. I'm not going to name them all. You can look at those as they are popping up on your screen, but just in companies like Citigroup, Body Shops, Hallmark Cards, Sara Lee, IBM, Toyota, GE Monies, General Motors, Coca-Cola, and Kellogg's, just to name a few. I think those are a few big giants on there that we would all recognize. Now, this is something that really was a real eye-opener for me. And somebody asked me today, Teresa, what is with Jeunesse? Why are you guys just hands down just, you know, a tsunami, a landslide across the globe? And I believe we are delivering to people what they want. So let's look at where the money is. You know, money's not lost, it just shifts. There's the same amount of money in the world. So we need to recognize where it has shifted to. What are the timing and the trends? So let's follow it in the last 50 years. So money follows. For more than 50 years, the baby boomers have driven the markets and the trends. The baby boomers still have the biggest buying power and money in the world today. So let's look at 1945, baby foods and diapers. I mean, remember Gerber, $2 billion worth of baby foods from 1945 to 1955. You know, there's a war going on and everybody went home and made babies, and that happened around the world. So 1955, the kids are grown up. Now there's a boom in primary schools being built. They were popping up in every neighborhood. Then you start to recognize brands like Buster Brown's, Kenny Shoes, and Mattel just got rich selling children's shoes and toys. And I know many of us on here grew up with those. So the primary schools, then you go to the fast food chains in 65. I remember going to those fast food chains and walking in. I can remember we could get a hamburger for a nickel. And so every Sunday after church, we'd all go to the fast food stores. Well, look what's happening now. People are going to them every day. So 65 fast food chains started popping up around the world. McDonald's, other fast food outlets made millions feeding teenage baby boomers, and they still are today. So 1985, families are growing up, they're expanding, they're growing. Now you have the real estate boom. Again, it's following the baby boomers. They set the trends. And then you have the 70s and 80s, the real estate boom. We can all remember that. Real estate boom, how neighborhoods, developments, communities were just popping up all around the country. So 1995, your super discount stores. I remember when the Walmarts came in, then your superstores, your Costco, your Sam's Club, then they became the Walmart superstores, and on and on. Those are popping up in every neighborhood too. You don't, when you even go on vacation, you look for those superstores to go into. Now we go fast forward to 2014 to health and wellness. So that's what the baby boomers want. You know, we're living longer. Since we're living longer, we want to look better. We want to feel better. I've never been in any room when I ask people, and if I'm in a room, how many of you want to look better? How many of you want to feel better? I've never been in a room where somebody says, no, I want to grow old and I don't want to feel good and I want to look ugly. So, you know, we all want to look good. We want to feel good. We want to feel better. And again, you don't wear out, you rest out. So, you know, timing's changing. Now, here's another thing. Every 7 seconds, somebody turns 50 in the United States. Every second, somebody turns 50 in the world. But this was a real aha moment for me. We've crossed over 7 billion people on the planet. In the next 10 years, 1 billion people will turn 60 years of age. So you don't think there's a huge trend and a huge growth curve? Again, money's not lost. It just shifts. It's up to us to find out where it's shifted to. So the question is, what do the baby boomers and everyone else want right now? Health, residual income, and youthful aging. So there's a whole difference in lifestyle and the way people feel and think than they did even 20 years ago. So other huge global trends, anti-aging markets booming, we discussed that. 20% of all skincare sales come from the direct sales industry. Even in a tough economy, if you go to the shopping malls, you will see that the busiest counters are still the cosmetic counters. Even in the Depression, women still wanted their lipstick, so people still want to look good. But 80% of network marketing reps are women. So let's look at this, what's happening. Look in several of these periodicals and magazines. You can't turn on the TV, listen to a radio, go on the internet without seeing something about the longevity seekers, you know, the science of living longer, the youth pill. So it's in our face every single day. So how do you capitalize on these global trends, and what is your solution? We have a solution for you, and we are one team, one family, one Jeunesse. And that's one of the things that I love about this company. Whether you're side line, down line, up line, another line, whatever, we all work together, and we're experiencing that around the globe. So let's look at some of our recognitions that we've had. Welcome to the Winner's Circle. Jeunesse was awarded 6 American Business Awards and 12 Telly Awards. That is absolutely huge. Not only do we have the recognition now of the network marketing industry, but also traditional businesses are saying, who is this Jeunesse and where did they come from? So we were nominated the Rising Star Award, and that was last year we were nominated as the Rising Star, and that is all direct sales companies around the world. So we are rising higher, brighter, and every one of you in the field have helped make that possible, along with our awesome, awesome marketing team. Also in the Inc. 500, Jeunesse is the #1 fastest growing DSA company on the Inc. 500 list, and that was just featured last year. So a little bit about our founders, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis. They are a dynamic, dynamic team. If some of you have seen the founders video, you will see that Randy grew up as a sharecropper's son. He moved 19 times as a kid, no running water, no electric. And let's fast forward that. He went into the military, learned computers. And so in spite of his background, in spite of how he was raised, you know, he didn't have an edge. He just knew that there's something bigger in life for him. Like many of you, there's something bigger in life for you. So he went and he heard that there was going to be a bid for the NASA Launchpad program. He worked for a small $2 million company. He was bidding against $200 million companies, and he won that bid. And Randy has now been nominated Businessman of the Year for Florida. They've touched many, many lives around the world. They're the most awesome couple of my 42 years that I've ever worked with, and they really care about people and really do their best to help you be successful in your business. And then, of course, you have Wendy, who's been nominated Businesswoman of the Year, not twice, of the top 20, I'm sorry, she was top 20 businesswomen globally 2 years in a row. And then just this last year, she won the Gold Award for the most successful businesswoman in all American companies last year. That's quite an accomplishment. And this is such a humble couple. They are great to work with. They care about people. Some of their staff have been with them for 20 years. And you're going to hear together as a team what they have done and their management team. So Wendy is taking the world by storm. Again, there you see she was nominated Most Influential Woman by the Direct Selling Association, not once but twice. And this is their legacy continues. This is that next generation. You know, people say, Teresa, is it just all baby boomers? Well, baby boomers still have the biggest buying power in the world today, but we do have that next generation moving up and moving in, and Scott Lewis is our Chief Visionary Officer. Actually just had a birthday today, a brilliant young man, and he has been very instrumental in helping us grow across the globe. So you look at those new markets and where we have grown, you're going to see some tremendous things that's coming from this man's vision. And so he's raised in the industry, so he knows it, he understands it, he believes in it. So Jeunesse now, our headquarters is our management team. This management team's headquartered out of Orlando, Florida. We have some of the top managers in the nation coming to us. Our newest addition is Kanwar Bhutani. He's worked with 2 separate billion-dollar companies in 30 years, and when he looked at Jeunesse, he said, this is the future, this is the next giant, this is where I want to be. And he could have probably gone anywhere he wanted to with his track record. And so you see a great team. They're all awesome. We work with them every day. They work tirelessly with us. I have never experienced such a great team that's everybody gels and works together. So this is a team that's headquartered out of Orlando, Florida. We are right now shipping to over 100 countries and growing daily. Countries are knocking on our door every day. People are flying into our office from around the world on a daily basis. So it's really exciting to be a part of that. We have over 30 offices, and guys, all this has been done in the toughest economic times of the planet. This is a debt-free company. That's one of the reasons why Jeunesse is taking the world by storm. So what's everyone talking about? Why are they saying, well, what is it about Jeunesse that you're doing? Along with the statistics I just gave you about money and shifting and trends, we have one of the most awesome product lines that people want. We're not just throwing products out there. These are products that are cutting edge, category creators in and of themselves. You could build a billion-dollar brand with any one of these products here. So this is our overall product line. I'm going to go briefly through them, but I would suggest that everyone goes to the website, clicks on the product, and you can read the statistics on the product for yourself. This is we have an exclusive patent pending stem cell technology. This technology has led to a whole new product category. It is the first adult-derived stem cell cosmetic line in the world today. And it'll take anyone years to figure out how we've done that. But this is specialized by Dr. Nathan Newman. He's advanced cosmetic surgery right out of Beverly Hills, California. And, you know, Randy and Wendy weren't looking for anything. They actually did a search to find Dr. Newman because Randy wanted to have his knees injected with stem cells. And he ran across Dr. Newman, and he said, Teresa, I was in that office when we were talking about it. He said, I looked around and there was all these gorgeous people, and I said, well, what do you expect, Randy? You're in Hollywood. And he said, no, the difference is they look natural. So he talked to Dr. Newman and he learned about the stem cell technology formulation, and he noticed that he had a serum. And he asked him, how many of those bottles do you move a month? And I believe the figure was close to like 50 bottles a month. And he said, how would you like to move 400 to 4,000 to 40,000? And Dr. Newman said, I don't know how to do that. And Randy said, I do. Let's work together. And from that little bottle of serum is one of the first products launched, along with our resveratrol product that has taken us around the world. So Dr. Newman himself is an author, publisher, many scientific studies, articles, prestigious medical journals. You can see him many times. Just do a Google search on him, YouTube. You'll see him presenting on many TV, radio, and the latest in advanced cosmetic surgery. Here's a few of the different periodicals that he's been in. And like I said, do your search on YouTube and watch for him in some of our conventions. He's a wonderful man and wonderful human being, and brilliant man as a doctor. They actually call it the Newman Empire out there in Beverly Hills. So with stem cells, we may no longer define age as how old we think we are, but how old our cells tell us we are. That's Time Magazine, March 28, 2011. So stem cells are the future of medicine. They are changing the way we think about disease. And again, for those of you that might have come on late, these are adult stem cells. So this is not a controversial topic. Again, these are adult stem cells, and this formula has actually 200 plus growth factors. If you watch the video from Dr. Newman, you will see that they work much like your body does when you have a cut and when your body needs to heal. So this is our overall Luminesce line. I'm going to touch briefly on the product, but the Luminesce Cellular Rejuvenation Serum, it delays the appearance of the aging process. That replenishes your skin proteins and cell factors. It helps elasticity by stimulating collagen and elastin. And what you'll notice when people start to use this product, I like to tell them, look, it takes about a week to see a difference. This isn't a put it on and you notice instant results. We have that product too for you, but this is something that long-term works on your skin. So it will enhance firmness and smoothness. You begin to get a dewiness or a glow to your skin. So your skin looks thicker, becomes thicker, and it starts to get a glow or a shine to it. You know, when we're younger, we look at kids and we think their skin is oily or shiny. That's actually the dewiness or the luminosity to the skin. So again, hunt this up online. It is one of the most wonderful products. I can guarantee you, if you try this product, you need to even add it to your own line. It is something that you will always want. Okay, this is our advanced night repair cream. This again moisturizes, helps with skin tone and protection, enhances single and double strand DNA rejuvenation, skin cell, the stem cell factors. There's antioxidants in it, and you can see there's complex vitamins, vitamins A, B, C, E, apple, lentil. Again, hyaluronic acid. Go to the website and go to the PDF and look at the product. This is our daily moisturizing complex. Use it every morning. It seals in the Luminesce serum. Moisturizes for 24 hours. It helps replenish collagen, elastin. It also has stem cell factors in it, and again, a whole list of antioxidants in that product. So go to your website. Now, this is the cleanser. You need such a little amount of the cleanser. It is fabulous. I never thought people would be jumping up and down over cleanser, but they do. Once you use this, you won't want to use anything else. This also has your essential vitamin complex, A, C, and E, alpha, beta, hydroxy acids. We hear so much about that in the media today. and your green tea extracts. Now, after we had the serum, we all went to Wendy and we said, would you give us a barrel of this product to jump in? And we were serious. So she created the Essential Body Renewal. Again, this has the Luminous Growth Factor Complex in it, passion fruits, many extracts. It hydrates and it moisturizes. Again, our product works over time. I know Dr. Newman says, give it a week to 10 days. But then he says, watch what happens after 30 days. And we've had even 3 months, 6 months, and even a year later, I have people coming up to me and saying, what are you doing to your skin? And if you'll take the time to use it, you will notice that time will be kind to your skin using this product. So we have the Ultimate Lifting Mask, instantly lifts while providing long-term hydration. A lot of people will do in-home parties and do half the face. You'll see a lot of photos around in the Jeunesse world with all of our products. So this bolsters the performance of the Luminous Skincare System. Contains cucumber extracts to soften the skin. Do half the face. Do your own experiment. Do it in a home party and watch the difference. Make sure you take those before and afters and look at half the face. So here's some clinical results. These are by independent third-party laboratory studies. But 100% would recommend the products to family or friends. 87% felt that their skin looked younger. 87% felt an improvement in the smoothness and luminosity of the skin. And 74% felt an improvement in skin firmness. Now again, this is a third-party laboratory study. Here's some of the tests on the third-party study. You can see for deep lines, fine lines, pigmentation. Sometimes these are better graphs to look on a computer up close, but here's your before and afters. And this is after 56 days. There's a 65% decrease in deep lines. So this is an awesome study. Again, go to your computer. You can see much of this in your back office. Here's a gentleman that went through the independent study. Again, 52% decrease of fine lines in just 56 days. Okay, here's another one. 52% decrease in deep lines. Again, you can see the graph, deep lines. We did one for fine lines and then one for pigmentation. Okay, these are some before and afters. I'm going to go through these quickly. All these are before and afters that people have to sign an affidavit that they've not done anything else, they've not used anything else, that they've used the Jeunesse product. This is one of our distributors, Winnie, and she actually went in and went to a dermatologist, and this is with a dermoscope. And you can see the collagen growth. She did it on half of her face, and you can see the difference in the collagen coming back on her skin just after using this product. Okay, next, this is the case with acne before and after. And I actually saw this gentleman, knew who he was, and was shocked. He was actually showing me some of the pictures before and after of this in like a 3-week period of time. This is one of our very own distributors. And if I wouldn't have known her personally, I would have said no way when I saw this picture. But this is her, and she was with a major cosmetic skincare line for 25 years. And I'm sure many of you would know that company. I won't say it here, but it's very, very well known. And she drove one of their fancy cars around for quite a while. And now she's a poster child for us for Jeunesse. And Lynn, we love you. We thank you for that. She has that picture on her car. And people actually follow her around and ask her how they can get the product. And actually other companies were using her picture too, saying that this was their product line. But she's with the Jeunesse family. So this is our AM PM. This was brought to us by our own Dr. Giampapa. He is a scientific approach to this product. He looked at 2 separate billion-dollar companies were trying to get his product line. When he saw Jeunesse, he says, this is the future. These are the ambassadors of a new message. This is where I want to be. And he's spreading the Jeunesse story around. You know, he's really, really very big in DNA repair. He received nomination for the 2014 Nobel Peace Prize. If you haven't read his book yet, The Gene Makeover, get that book. It is really very enlightening. So he's published many academic journals, and he has done in the past the curriculum and the standard that doctors take for anti-aging. And watch for him at our conferences too. So AM, PM, anybody has any problems sleeping, get on that PM immediately. Actually, the world has trouble sleeping right now. People seem to be in stress around the world. But this actually is a free radical scavenger complex, and it has antioxidants that support healthy cell aging. Dr. Giampapa was actually on the science station with Steve Hawkins last year, and he was one of 4 doctors that were featured on that show. And he's the one that specialized in DNA repair. So go do a YouTube and pull up his name, and you will see him explaining all about this, the DNA and the time clock. So anyway, cell regulation complex, stem cell maintenance, natural DNA report, and telomere maintenance complex. So these products work hand in hand. I tell people take one in the morning the first week and one in the evening the first week. Then you go to your 2 and 2, because some people detox. So I say go ahead and ease into that product. You'll sleep great. Your body will start to feel better. And people say, how come I'm feeling so much better so quickly? And I say it's because your body is repairing. It's sleeping. Your body heals when you sleep. So when you get the proper amount of sleep and you're going into that deep sleep, your body's naturally doing what it was created to do. So this is our reserve. This was actually our #1 seller in the world. I'm not sure if that still is. I'm sure we'll get some new statistics on that. But this product is fabulous. It's been great for letting people try and giving out samples. This is antioxidant. It was a CAP-E test was done on this. Pull it in the back office. You will see from an independent company. They actually said this product was tested higher than any product they had ever tested to actually go to the cellular level and penetrates, protects the cells from oxidative damage. So this product, again, for stress, premature aging, supports healthy cardiovascular, helps boost energy, your immune system. I can go on and on and on. You want to keep these packets with you everywhere you go. So here's the resveratrol Science and Media, the best of anti-aging supplements. You can pull much of this. You could Google it and go online and see some of these reports that are independent studies about resveratrol. Finity, many people came to our company because they said, oh my gosh, this product alone is $1 billion brand. This product had been out in the field to the medical industry. They had been selling it to their patients for $600 to $1,000 a month. This product is amazing. It is the only known patented nutrient, TA65, that's shown to lengthen short telomeres in humans. Now, the telomeres are like the tails on your DNA. The length of the tails of your telomere science knows the length of your life. And you know, if you get the test, there's tests out there for it. If you don't like the results, take some more Finity. But this is an absolute one of our biggest new sellers. And we are the only company to have exclusivity to this amazing product. Zen, our new diet, I can't say enough. You're going to see so many testimonies here, so many testimonies, people's lives changing. I know this is just going across the Facebook, and it's going viral. These are some of our own distributors. We know these people. We've seen their lives changing. Before and afters, what's happening to them, even some of their medical records changing. This is a grandmother of 9 children. I believe she dropped like 6 dress sizes, I believe, for sharing. And of course, our instantly ageless. This is the biggest hook out there in the whole industry. What this does is it tells people, you just show them that 2-minute video. Many of you are online here tonight because Instantly Ageless got your attention. And we have worldwide rights to this product. We're beefing up the inventory to be able to take that to the globe. I venture to say it's probably been one of the hottest sellers to ever come to the network marketing industry, and you're going to hear a whole lot more about that and what we're doing, what our plans are for Las Vegas. Here's many before and afters. The trade shows are going crazy. People are displaying this with estheticians, spas, skincare salons. Many of these demos effort. And with that, I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Jason Bournet, and he's going to explain to you our awesome compensation plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Great job. And you've heard about the timing. You've heard about the founders, the people behind the company. You've now heard about the product. And, you know, I'm a big believer that we have a product that can change the way you look. It can change the way you feel. It can change the way that your body reacts to certain things. But we have a business that can flat out change your life. And it's done through our Jeunesse compensation plan. I've been in this industry now for almost 24 years, and I've never seen a compensation plan like it. I've never seen a compensation plan where you're truly rewarded for your efforts, but you're also rewarded for helping other people win. Zig Ziglar said you can have whatever you want in life as long as you show enough other people how to get what they want first. And if you take your eyes off of you and you put them on other people, you'll never have to chase money. Money will always chase you. And those are the foundational principles on which this compensation plan was built. We've got 6 different streams of income. Number 1, retail profit that we'll talk about. Number 2, new customer acquisition bonus, team commissions, leadership matching bonuses, customer acquisition incentives, and the leadership bonus pool. So let's dive right into retail profit. Very simple. You can purchase our product at wholesale and you can sell it at retail. One of the things that we started when we got in our business in 2012 is we bought a lot of product. We believed that if you wanted to double your business, then you should double what you have on hand. So we invested some money in some product. We started giving the product away. It was amazing how people called us back a month later and said, how do I get my hands on more of this product? And at that point we said, well, you can buy it for $83.95 at wholesale and become a distributor or a preferred customer, or you can buy it at retail. And we found some bought it at retail, but many said, you know what, I would love to pay wholesale and have the ability to tell other people about it. So there's definitely a retail profit where you can make some really good money sharing this product with other people. Number 2, preferred customers, it's paid for you. If you go out and you sell 2 of these serums and you get 2 preferred customers, then the company is going to send you $50, and they're also going to send you 2 free serums. And then if you do it the next month, they're going to send you a whole bunch of samples so that you can go out and give those samples out and get more customers. So that's called the 2 preferred customers, and then it is paid for you program. Now, second part, moving from retail, we're going to go to the new customer acquisition bonus. Jeunesse is going to pay you as you personally enroll new customers into your team, and you can earn lucrative customer acquisition bonuses. They're paid on the purchases of one of the Jeunesse product packages, which of course are optional. But for people that want to come in the business and buy product and stack product on hand and have product that they can use and that they can give out and they can retail, those packages start at the basic package where you'll get a $25 customer acquisition bonus. The Supreme package, you'll make $100. The Jumbo package, $200. A 1-year Jumbo, $200. And an Ambassador package, which I've found is the sweet spot for our business, $250. When they get involved in the business and they purchase that product package. Now, moving on to team commissions, and this is where things start to get exciting. So you've bought some products and you've sold some products. You've made some retail commission. You've signed some people up in the business. They've decided that they want to purchase a product package, and you're going to make a customer acquisition bonus on those people. Well, now you start getting paid for helping other people succeed in what's called a team commission. Now, what happens is if you become a distributor and you place at least a 100 PV order and you personally enroll a distributor that does the same thing, one on the left and one on the right. We're going to build 2 teams of people, one left, one right. Each of those do the same thing that you did, and they accumulate 100 personal volume, which can be accumulated by purchasing the basic package. Those people start to find other people. They start to retail products. They start to purchase products. They start to find others who buy the product packages. And when you accumulate 600 CV on one side, which is customer volume, and 300 customer volume on the other side, what happens is the company is going to send you a $35 team commission. You may also hear this as referred to as a cycle. Every time on one side of your business you do 600, and on the other side you do 300, you're going to earn $35. Again, you can go check out the Jeunesse Financial Rewards Plan in your back office. If you're not yet involved in the business, you can go to the person who invited you's website. You can then click through like you're signing up, and before you sign up, they're going to make you check a box that says, I have read the Jeunesse Financial Rewards Plan, and you can go read the entire thing. And there is a PDF, which is really awesome, that will walk you through everything that I am walking you through right now. On these team commissions, there is a cap. There's a cap to our binary compensation plan, and that cap is 750 team commissions per week. Most of the time when you hear the word cap, it might be a negative thing. It's pretty positive here because they cap it at only $26,250 per week. So you can make over $100,000 a month in this business. 750 team cycles in commissions will do that for you every single week. Now, we make no income claims. We make no guarantees. We're not telling you can get in this business and get rich. However, we do have example after example after example of people that you'll be able to meet and see who have achieved these levels. And one of them you just heard from in Miss Teresa Gregory. Now, number 4, here's where it gets really exciting. Leadership matching bonus. Here's what this means in very simple terms. Everyone that you bring into the business, you have the ability to make a percentage on that cycle check, on that team commission check that they make. So every time someone in your business that you bring in makes a $35 check, you have the ability to make a percentage of that check. Every time someone that they bring in makes a $35 check, you have the ability to make a percentage of that check. And as you can see the ladder of success here, you start off as an associate, you become a distributor with that 100 PV order, you become an executive when you put one left and one right, all the way up to Crown Diamond Director. Now, as you can see, at Jade, you start to make that 20% match on all of the people that you personally bring into business. Regardless of where they fall in your business, they have to go on the left, they have to go on the right. They could be right on top on your left, or they could be 555,000 people down on your left. But if you brought them in, then you can make 20% of their leadership $35 check every time they make it. As you move up the line, as you can see, the percentages continue. You make first and second level at Pearl. You make 1, 2, 3 at Sapphire. Sapphire Elite, same. You make 4 at Ruby. You make 5 at Emerald. You make 6 at Diamond. You make 7 at Double Diamond, and so on and so forth as you hit Crown Diamond Director. And I can tell you, in looking at some of the top people in this business, some of the people that have capped out at that 750 cycle per week number, their matching bonuses are sometimes, and again, not typical, no claims, no guarantees, but actual real numbers, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times the amount of money that they're making in the cycle checks. Now, why? Because they're showing people how to win. Why? Because they're matching not only the people that they bring in, but on 7 levels of people that they bring in. And if you look at it and you say, what if I bring in 10? And 10 bring in 10, who bring in 10, who bring in 10, who bring in 10. You have the ability now to match on thousands and thousands and thousands of people's checks. Now, as we talked about, level 1, 20%, level 2, 15, level 3, 10, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 5% of the cycle checks, or the $35 checks, the team bonuses for everybody that you bring in, that they bring in, all the way down to 7 levels deep. Now, number 5 is a customer acquisition incentive, and this incentivizes you to go out and find customers, to go out and find real customers who are not active distributors with distributor behavior trying to sponsor people, but people that are just using the product. And what I've found in my experience in this business, short experience of about 2.5 years, is about 90% of the people that I share this product with, they want to order it again because it starts to change the way they look. And then they want to order it again. And as they continue to order it again, if you can go find 5 people to do that who will continually order the product, then we're going to bump up that first level of match from 20% to 25%. And then if you get 5 more and you get 10 retail customers, wholesale customers, or preferred customers, people that are buying that are not distributors, then ultimately you can get 30% on your first level. Now, what was exciting about this for me, I got involved in this industry 24 years ago. The number one guy in that business that I got involved in happens to be the number one guy in the history of network marketing. And the person that sponsored him, his name was Dexter. The person that sponsored Dexter was a beer truck driver from Rome, New York, and so was Dexter. And the guy that sponsored Dexter sponsored one human being in his history of network marketing, Dexter Yeager. What would that guy's bonus have been if he would have had 10 customers in this comp plan and he would have made 30% on Dexter Yeager's team commission? So do you have to be Teresa Gregory? Absolutely not. But I can tell you somebody found Teresa Gregory. So that gives somebody hope, whether you've ever done this business before, that with that matching bonus, if you can just go find a handful of people that want to go out and win, that may have already had experience, that can bring over teams of people, then you can win big with Jeunesse Global. Now, number 6, the Diamond Bonus Pool. Once you hit the level of Diamond, they're going to give you a share of a 3% bonus pool of the company's CV. Now, last month, I know in the month of January, the company did over $60 million in revenue. You're going to hear a little bit more about this tomorrow night on the Exec Connect call. But if you take that revenue and you take the CV that's generated from that revenue, and you take 3% of that, and you split it between the diamonds that are across the world, then that can turn out to be a pretty substantial bonus that you're going to get every quarter as a diamond. Other bonuses, we've got customer incentives. You can win trips, incentives, personal training, conferences, a global opportunity literally where the sun will never set on your business. And ultimately, you can have a business that when you go to sleep at night in the country where you live, the business can continue to grow. I read a book when I was in college, and I will close with this and give it back to Teresa. It was called Grow Rich While You Sleep. I never understood how to do that until I met Teresa Gregory and Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis and the incredible team of people that built this company, because it is truly a global business. Teresa, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Jason. You did an awesome job, and we want to thank everyone for being on this webinar tonight. And we have a great event coming up. Las Vegas is coming up. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you out there. That convention is once a year. It's our big one for the year for the North American market. So do what you can to be there. Invite your family, your friends. We're going to have a great time and some great new hot announcements that are going to be there for the Jeunesse Global World. So again, thank you everyone for being on this webinar tonight. And we'll see you on Thursday night on our conference call. Watch for the meetings across the country and make it a wonderful night. Thank you and God bless.